if you've ever done a cleanse, maybe a juice cleanse, you know that when you eat normally, you're eating your meat and potatoes and all your big food and stuff. A lot goes in, but not a lot comes out. When you switch over to that cleanse, you're not putting a lot in your body, but oh boy, is a lot coming out.
It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Jenke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.
Health in the Real World podcast is brought to you by My Core Balance. You've done crunches to work your abs, but that's only getting 1 out of 3 planes of motion. What about doing side-to-side motions and twisting motions? Don't neglect these. Visit mycorebalance.com, enter promo code podcast to join our little club. It's $15 a month, but you will get $10 a month off, or 10% off per month when you enter promo code podcast. All right. Yeah, I know. We're going to go there. So we're going to talk about food. Now, if you've done a cleanse, if you've done like a carrot juice or maybe a green drink cleanse or anything like that, you know that let's just say you need to be close to a toilet. I heard John Wayne, when he passed away, he had some like dozens of pounds. I don't know how many dozens of pounds of fecal matter inside his colon when he passed. Now, I want to talk about this because a lot of people think that just working out and burning more calories is going to somehow magically make them lose fat. Now, it helps. It's one piece of the puzzle. Let's just say that. Let's say it's one piece of the puzzle because, exercise is a very important piece too. But digestion, that's what we're talking about today, digestion. So what if you have a couple pounds of fecal matter that's just not moving through? And have you ever considered a juice cleanse or doing just boatloads of vegetables? Right? It's a good question because transit time is very important. So what transit time is the amount of time where a food goes into your mouth, you chew it, you swallow it, and the amount of time it takes to get back out. Either your body uses part of it and gets rid of what it doesn't need, right? So if your transit time is long because you're eating a lot of meat, a lot of breads, a lot of dairy, and I eat those things, but it's all in moderation, right? So if you're eating a lot of stuff like that, a lot of processed foods, your transit time might be slower. And so you may have some food impaction in your gut. That's not going to help things, right? You ever wonder why some people look super lean and then they got like this gut, right? So that may be playing into it as well. So I'm not a doctor and I'm not watching you right now. I can't give you a specific recommendation for what you're going through. But if you have not thought about this and you're working out consistently and you're doing other things, have you thought about doing a cleanse where you're doing a lot of vegetables? I love doing my green drink. I shared this a few episodes ago. It's in a Vitamix or any really good blender, ideally if you have one. 3 cups of water, 1 lemon. So you just like cut the yellow off the lemon and then just put it in. 1 cucumber, a handful of spinach, and either half to a whole avocado. And do like 3 of these in a day. It's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. It decreases inflammation systemically throughout your body. It will push stuff through. So again, be near the toilet. I mean, I know it's kind of gross, but it's important, right? If your transit time is too high, too long, you're going to impact some stuff in your gut, right? You're going to affect a lot of things. You're even affecting the absorption of the nutrients. So you want to clean everything out, right? The green drink and just fiber, like green fiber in general, is like an intestinal broom. It's just going to clean stuff out. Lemons are really good for that as well, help alkalize the body. The water is very good as well because most people, I would say, are chronically dehydrated. When you first start drinking more water, expect to pee a lot more. I mean, that sounds like common sense, but as your body starts to acclimate to the increased water load, you actually start to pee less. Your kidneys are a lot like a dried out sponge, or like a sponge, right? So imagine you have a dried out sponge on the countertop and you want to use it again. You run it under water and it absorbs some of the water, but a lot of the water will just drain off the sides. And the reason obviously is it needs a little bit of time to acclimate and to get back into the swing of things of actually absorbing that water. So your kidneys are very similar in that way. A doctor friend of mine a couple of years ago told me that. It's a great analogy. So that may be something you want to consider. So that's my main purpose for this episode. If you have anything that you want to comment on, any questions you have, please leave them down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified of all my future videos. Let's be fit, let's be healthy, let's be happy. All right, my friend, thank you for sticking around to the end, and I will hopefully see you soon in the real world.
It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit.